This is Outdoor Activity 5.6, Magic Tricks with Miss Babb. So these are magic tricks that you can perform inside or outside. And all of the materials you need to do these tricks, you can probably find them in your house. Just remember, you always have to ask your parents first, okay? So, for my first trick, it's called passing the marble through the coin. So I'm going to put my coin right on top of my bottle. Look at that. It's a perfect fit. But I'm going to use my magic tube here to pass this marble right through the coin into the bottle. Are you ready? Here we go. We need a magic word, don't we? How about bottle kiss? Look at that! Coin is still there. Marble is in the bottle. How did that happen? Whoops, knocked my coin off, but how did that happen? How did it go right through there? I'm going to reveal the secret. Are you ready? All right, so this is actually a self-working magic trick. To show you what happened, I created this clear plastic tube so you could see what's actually happening. So you do need a coin that will not, as you can see, that coin will not fit in the bottle. The coin rests on top, and you need a marble to drop. And I'm going to put this plastic film on here, so hopefully you can see what happens, okay? All right. Maybe because I didn't say the magic word. Bottle kiss. I think the reason it worked better with my cardboard tube is it was a much tighter fit. So you'll just have to trust me and believe me that what happens is when I drop it, it hits the coin, it flips quickly into the air and lands as the marble drops into the bottle. And the trick that you want to do is you really want to sell it. So as soon as it drops in, you want to take that tube right back off, tap the coin, and make a big deal out of it passing through. Now I want to tell you something. This one takes practice, kind of like all good magic tricks. So before you show this to friends and family, you want to practice over and over again because sometimes that coin doesn't flip just right. So you keep practicing. Okay, until you get good at flipping that coin. And if you happen to find a bottle at your house that a penny will fit on, even better, because a penny is lighter and it's not as thick as that nickel, and it flips better. So if you can find a bottle, I couldn't find one, but if you can find a bottle that a penny fits on, that would be just perfect, okay? Oh, and in case you're wondering about my magic tube, all I did was take a piece of paper and cut out a rectangular shape. I rolled it into a tube and taped it, drew some stars on it to make it look magical. And you just have to make sure it fits on your bottle, okay? So find yourself a bottle and a coin that fits on top and a marble, and make your tube and you're ready to go. That's the marble through the coin trick. All right, for my next trick, I need an assistant. So I'm gonna ask Miss Mary if she can come over here and she'll stand a safe distance from me. And she's gonna be my lovely assistant, okay? So this trick is called the vanishing pen cap. So I have an ordinary pen here with a removable cap. Okay, so you need a pen like this, and I'm gonna have Miss Mary take a look at it, make sure it's just your average.
So does any pen, even an ink pen, could work too?
Yes.
And that has a cap, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's an ordinary pen.
All right, well, thank you for taking a look at that for me, Miss Mary. Oh, I might need you again.
Oh.
All right, so, are you ready? We're gonna make it vanish. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
She is a magician.
That's right, it's gone. Anything funny about that pen?
No!
Right here,
Ah!
behind my ear.
Miss Babb, you are a magician.
Why, thank you, Miss Mary. You're a wonderful assistant. So, how does this trick work? This is sleight of hand. So many magic tricks are just sleight of hand, and it's about really selling it. So you have to really act it out, and you have to distract them. So it's good to have an assistant, okay? So what really happened there is when I handed it to Miss Mary to look at, you started watching Miss Mary a little bit. And when she handed it back to me, I tried to keep her talking a little bit so that you were watching the interaction between us. And what you didn't notice is I flipped it into my hand to hand it over to this hand. And I put the cap in this hand. So I'm gonna do that again. So I took it from her and I kept talking, and it looked like I was just passing the pen over to my other hand so that I could really sell it 1, 2, 3. And pretend like it's gone. The whole time it's in this hand, but when I hand it back to her to inspect, that's when you just slip it in your pocket or set it down while your audience is focusing on this interaction. So it's all about directing their attention, okay? And then you can make a big deal out of it not being in your hand. And if you're really good and you keep the conversation going, you can slip it back out of your pocket. And what's really fun is you can even pretend to take it from behind their ear or your own, okay? So this is just, you need a pen that the lid can pop off pretty easily, because that's what I'm doing. I'm just popping it off and handing it over. Practice in front of a mirror until you do it enough times that you don't see that cap in there, okay? Hopefully I wasn't showing the cap. All right, and that is the vanishing pen cap. You just need an ordinary pen that the cap comes off, all right? Okay, I think I'm gonna do this trick next, all right? This trick is the magic bird in a cage. So the magic of this trick is, you can see that on the back of my card, I've drawn a little bird. On the front of my card, I've drawn a bird cage. I'm going to make it appear as if the bird moves right through the card and appears in the cage, because that's where the bird belongs, back in the cage. So to do that, I've got to make my little bird kind of dizzy. Sorry, little bird. So I'm just going to give him a little flip, flip, flip. And I need some magic words. I need some magic words. So I'm going to say, Birdicus Flappicus. The bird was in the cage. Did you see it? But now it's gone. So let me tell you how this trick works. This is actually an optical illusion. And a lot of magic is an optical illusion. This is called a thaumatrope. And this was actually a really popular toy, like in the 19th century, okay? And so for a thaumatrope to work, it's because it's moving so quickly that your eye is tricked into seeing it move. So to make this trick at home, you just need a piece of paper, and you could use an index card, or I had a piece of sort of heavier weight paper that will work better, okay? a heavier weight paper and you draw your bird on one side. And then you can kind of hold it up to the light and see where your bird is, because you want to draw your cage around the bird so that it appears in the cage. Okay, and then you punch a little hole at the top and the bottom, and you tie some string. Any kind of string will work. And then you have to put a twist to it. So that's why I did this, and this is when you want to talk to your audience. Say, oh, I've got to make this little bird dizzy, and you think of a magic word. I used birdicus, flappicus. Did you catch that? Bird, flap, and all I did was add icus. Adding icus to a word makes it sound magical. Birdicus, flappicus. And then you pull tight, and as it spins, the optical illusion makes it look like the bird is in the cage. And get creative. You don't have to do a bird in a cage. You could do a dog in a doghouse. You could do a robber in a jail. I bet you will come up with something that would look cool appearing inside of that picture. Okay? So this is called a thaumatrope if you want to read more about those. Okay, so let's see. I have one last magic trick for you. Okay, for this magic trick is the magic wine glass. So I just have an ordinary quarter or coin. Any coin would work, okay? Any coin at all. And I've got it on my magic mat. And my magic wine glass will make this coin vanish. You ready? Here we go. I'm gonna make up a magic word. Vanicus coinicus. Do you want me to make it reappear? All right. Reappear. Want to see it disappear again? Vanisicus. And there it is. So how does this magic trick work? I bet some of you at home are probably already thinking, how does she do that? What can I do to make it look like this wine glass makes it disappear? Are you ready to see the secret? The wine glass has a piece of paper on it that is the exact same color of the mat. So that when you put it on there, hopefully that you can see that, it appears as though the glass is just a regular clear glass. Okay? So this is an easy one to make at home. You gotta ask mom or dad if you can use a wine glass, and really, I think any glass could work. Maybe a small juice glass. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, your hands are smaller. So a smaller juice glass might work better for you. And then you need some kind of paper. It doesn't matter what color the paper is. This is just what I had at home. And that'll be your mat. And then you take your glass, put it on the paper. You trace your glass because you want it to be a pretty perfect fit. Okay? And then you're gonna cut out that circle. I don't know if the camera can see that or not. You're gonna cut the circle out. So you'll also need to have scissors close by, and a glue stick actually works perfect, because after I had my circle cut out, I put the glue all the way around, a nice thick layer on there, and then I just pressed. That's why you want to ask mom and dad if you can glue the paper down on the glass. And I kind of left it alone for a while. Yeah, and oh yeah, a plastic glass. As long as it's see-through, that might work well too. They probably would stick together well, okay? And then you want to make sure the glue dries so that it's smooth, because you need it to slide, okay? So once you've created your cup, your clear colored cup with the paper on it, then you just have a coin. And again, it's all about distracting them with your face, and your hands kind of cover it, and you try to smoothly move. The more you can make it look like you're not lifting the glass, I kind of drag my hand along the bottom, and you want to practice again in a mirror maybe so that you can make sure you're hiding what's happening. And then that coin looks like it's gone, but it's really right under there. Okay? So, those are some magic tricks that you can find all the supplies you need at home and put on a magic show for somebody at your house. It could be a really fun thing to do. Now, I want to take a moment to remind you to join us for science on Tuesday. And you're going to be making helicopters, a maze, and catapults. That sounds like a lot of fun. And that's on Tuesday. All right, thanks for popping in. Bye.